This channel is for adults and not for kids. Hey guys, thanks for stopping back by. Today I thought we would talk about the Blind Dead movies. The films by Armando de Osorio. As I've told you guys before in the past, I love Spanish horror movies. Love them to death. There's just something about Spanish horror movies. They're so cool. They use real life locations. They've got lots of castles, real life castles that they had access to over there that they used. They're very sensuous as far as what they give you. They go for broke. They throw everything at you, including the kitchen sink. Paul Naschy is my favorite Wolfman of all time. I mean, yes, there are better looking werewolf, monsters, but as far as acting goes, you cannot beat Paul Naschy as a Wolfman. Spanish horror films are a lot of fun. They've got cool monsters, they've got great looking girls, they've got really cool locations, and like I said, they throw everything at you. They are a lot of fun. These films are just as much fun as the Paul Naschy werewolf films. These are the Blind Dead movies. And you may be asking yourself, what the hell are the Blind Dead? Well, they are a group of 4 films created by Armando de Osorio, who also, here's a few other films of his that I love. Fangs of the Living Dead, which this movie is a lot of fun. It also goes by the title Malenka. It's a cool vampire movie. I do not like. There's a scene in this Blu-ray that throws off the entire film, so I mostly watch my DVD of it. There's a scene in this film of it's like a 5-second scene, but it throws off the entire movie. So this is a movie about vampires, and in this one scene in this version, you see this really gorgeous vampire lady, and she's putting her fangs in her mouth. So it throws off the entire film. Now it's a Scooby-Doo film, whereas they're just dressing up as vampires to scare away the girl. In the DVD version that I have, that scene's not in there, and they really are vampires. And I find myself watching that one a lot more. Yeah, this one is a more pristine, clear copy, but I can do without that Scooby-Doo bullshit. So he directed Fangs of the Living Dead. He also directed Night of the Sorcerers, which is fucking nuts. It's so cool. And the Laura Lee's Grasp, which stars the gorgeous Helga Linné as a great big lizard monster that eats the hearts of girls to stay young and stay alive. Night of the Sorcerers is about a bunch of female, they're vampires, but they're dressed up in cheetah skin, like frickin' caveman clothes. It's awesome. There's Helga Linné. Yeah. These are a lot of fun. Anyway, so that's a few of his other films. Now let's get to this awesome box set. So it comes in a little coffin, which is so cool. Take the lid off. And here's all 4 films. Here's a little booklet about them. And, the Blind Dead, they're the Templar Knights that had their eyes either depending on which film you see, their eyes are burned out of their sockets, or they are eaten away by crows. You know, it doesn't really matter. Just the point is that they have no eyes, and they hunt by sound. And I guess you could call them zombies. They're a little different than zombies, though. They're more akin to like mummies, killer mummies. You know, whereas like Romero zombies come back and eat people. The Blind Dead will come back and drink your blood. So they're kind of vampiric. But they look an awful lot like... look at that. How awesome is that? They are so cool looking. They look a lot like mummies. And I know the director really didn't like it when people called them zombies. He sort of got offended by it. And I think they mention that fact in this, this bonus disc, which is all about him and his creation. So, this is the first movie. And this was put out by Blue Underground. This is the first one, Tombs of the Blind Dead. This is the best one. It's a lot of fun. I believe they used the same castle location that was used in the Paul Naschy film, The Werewolf versus the Vampire Woman. At least it looks very similar. The Blind Dead are unleashed in that film, and it's a lot of fun. The monsters look the best, I think, that they've ever looked in that one, in the original one. And it's a really neat story. I'm not going to ruin it for you guys. You guys should check it out and watch it. It's really cool. This is part 2, which is Return of the Evil Dead. This one is almost like a Night of the Living Dead sort of ripoff. The dead show up again, and these are all... There's not like a running plot line that goes through them all. They're not like really connected. Kind of like the Waldemar Daninsky werewolf films aren't really connected. Like, you know the characters, but this movie didn't happen, and then this movie happened, and then like it's not a linear, storyline that goes through and connects them all. So basically, the Blind Dead show up, and they assault this town, and it ends up with a bunch of people trapped inside a house, and then it's very much like Night of the Living Dead. But again, this movie's a lot of fun. Cool monsters, cool deaths, a lot of the same, Spanish actors appear over and over in these, and in the Naschy films. You'll recognize the same actors over and over. This is the weakest one, the Ghost Galleon, which the Blind Dead are on a ship out at sea. And there's some people who unfortunately get trapped on the ship with the Blind Dead. This one looks like it had the littlest budget out of all of the films. Oops. But it's still a fun time. I mean, even a weak Blind Dead film is... I would rather watch it than most new blockbusters any day of the week. And the final film is Night of the Seagulls, which is the fourth and final film. And this is a good one. I would say I like the first one the best, and then I like the fourth one second best. I think this is the second best one. This one's very Lovecraftian. The blind dead are worshiping like this giant Dagon looking frog-fish monster from the ocean. It's very Lovecraftian. It takes place at the ocean. There's a town of scared followers. Again, it's a lot of fun, and this was a good ending to the movies. But yeah, this one's the most Lovecraftian out of all of them. And the first time I saw it, I was kind of surprised by it. I was like, wow, that's neat. I wasn't expecting that angle, from a Spanish horror film. So that's my little box set of those. And if you were one of the first 50 people to order this thing, you got this incredibly cool Blind Dead figure. No, I'm just fucking with you guys. That would have been awesome though. But where did I find this? I think I found this on Etsy. This is the only Blind Dead toy I have, the only figure I have. I think Distinctive Dummies made a Blind Dead figure, but it's like a 8-inch Mego styled figure, and it goes for like $300 now on eBay. And I'll be damned if I pay $300 for for like a Mego doll. I do want one of those things, but I was so mad at myself. I did buy the Paul Naschy Distinctive Dummies Waldemar Daninsky werewolf from The Werewolf versus the Vampire Woman. I'll have to show that off to you guys. But yeah, $200 for that thing was a lot. I just can't pull the trigger on an even smaller figure. The Paul Naschy figure is like 12 inches tall. The Blind Dead figure by Distinctive Dummies, I think, is only 8 inches tall, and I'm not paying $300 for that. So in the meantime, I've got this little guy, and it's he's short and fat. He's a little chibi, a little cutesy version of it. But until I can make my own custom Blind Dead figure, this is what's gonna have to do it. I mean, and he's not horrible looking. It's pretty cool. Anyway, those are all DVDs, and you're like, well, those are DVDs, John. I wish you had them on Blu-ray. Yep, me too. So this is a Blu-ray. This is a look at this killer artwork. This is a steelbook. That's metal. Look at that artwork. Isn't that awesome? Look at that. That's so cool. This is from Synapse Films. And this is a licensed Blu-ray, I believe. I mean, not that I care if it's licensed or not, but that is a Blu-ray of them. And then if you search hard enough, you can find pretty much anything. I believe these are German Blu-rays. This is the first film on Blu-ray. It's the first one. It's a Return of the Evil Dead, the second one. I really love the artwork. I think these are bootlegs, I think. Or they're copies of the German ones. I'm not sure. Nor do I care. I just want them. Here's the third one. Ghost Ship of the Blind Dead. I think the other name of it was the Ghost Galleon. Cool artwork. Night of the Seagulls is the last one. Now this one was put out by... Oh yeah, this is Scream Factory. Yeah, I remember that look at that, isn't that awesome? I know that when Scream Factory put this out, I was like, holy shit, Scream Factory is going to be putting out the Blind Dead movies, and I was super excited. They started with the fourth one, and then nothing else materialized. So I had to go that route and get the other ones. But, you know, whatever, fuck it, I own them now, so that's all I care about. Anyway, the Blind Dead movies are a lot of fun, guys. Lots of fun, cool monsters, hot Spanish chicks, a lot of gory deaths, lots of blood. They're bloodier and sexier than the Hammer films, which is saying something because, you know, Hammer films are known for their blood and their girls. They're just a lot of fun. They're exotic locations, and like I said earlier, I think the best word that describes them is very sensual. Like, there's a feeling in the spirit of the Spanish horror films that you won't find in any other country's movies. They're a lot of fun. You guys should check them out, especially like around Halloween time. They're so much fun. Anyway, just checking in with you guys. Let me know if you guys have ever watched the Blind Dead movies and what you think about them. I can't get enough of them, obviously. They're a lot of fun. I wish, you know, a few years back there was a big, 13, 14-inch tall model of one of the Blind Dead put out by Dimensional Design, I think. Or no. Yeah, I think that's who put it out. It was available at Monsters in Motion, and I didn't buy it. Now I wish I did, because the thing was huge. It was like, you know, like over a foot tall. But now that's out of production, and I just wish that somebody would put out a really nice action figure of one of the Templar Knights that didn't cost a small fortune. But we will see. Maybe I'll find one. Maybe I'll be able to trade somebody something for one of those Distinctive Dummies figures, or, you know, I might just get frustrated and say fuck it and make a custom one myself, which I seem to end up doing a lot of the time. You just get frustrated and you take it upon yourself to make something cool because nobody else is going to do it for you. Anyway, I'm rambling. So yeah, Spanish horror films, check them out, guys. You guys should, if you dig this, you know, it'll lead to you probably watching Paul Naschy films, which is a whole nother rabbit hole you'll go down. Those are so much fun. And yeah, maybe I'll do another video about my dear friend Paul Naschy. But okay, guys, take it easy, and I will talk to you later.